All right, September 20th workout, we have 2 rounds of our like big chipper workout. So after your general warm-up, we're gonna go into the durability activation, which is 2 rounds as well. We're gonna start with 30 couch thrusts. So if you don't have a couch, you can easily just do thrust on the floor, but I'm gonna show you the beam. So my back is gonna go on the couch. I'm gonna end up picking my hips up and just dipping them down. You can do like a little half-second hold at the top to really get that to activate. You do not have to go all the way down. It's almost like halfway is perfect. If you have a band to put around your knees, that would be awesome. So those mini bands, just put them right across your quad, and that'll help activate more of like the side glute. Okay, so you have 30 of those. Then you're gonna do driveway skipping. So just down and back, wherever you're gonna do your sprints for the actual WOD, we're gonna warm up with skipping. So just any way you think about skipping, do that. Don't think too much about it. I'm just gonna skip up and down. That's it. So down, up, that's 2. Then you're gonna do Anjaneyasana, which is just a yoga lunge. So what I'm gonna do, kneeling, I'm gonna go into a half kneel. I'm going to, I'll show you this way. I'm gonna take my arms up overhead and look up. So that's gonna open up my chest. I'm then gonna lean forward just a smidge and pick my heel up. So you can stay right here. And then going a little bit more forward, looking up a little bit more, maybe going more back, and then picking that foot up. So I'm kind of doing all 3 of those things and then reinforcing them. So in my half kneel, arms go up, I'm gonna lean forward a little bit, pick my heel up, and then do that again. So just trying to stretch out the quad. So I'm gonna do that in the other side. I'm just gonna alternate left and right. I'm not going as far forward as I can. I'm definitely trying to stay more upright and get that quad stretch as opposed to like too much in the hip flexor. Okay, so you got 10 of those, so alternating left and right. You'll end up doing 5 on the left, 5 on the right. And then you're gonna do overhead squats with a 3-3-3 count. So 3 seconds down, 3 second hold, 3 seconds back up, okay? So arms are gonna be overhead for my squat. My feet are gonna be outside my hips. So there's under my hips, and there's outside my hips. If you're barefoot, it's nice to put something under your heel, so maybe folding up your mat. Arms overhead, and I'm gonna go down for my squat. So go down for 1, 2, and 3. Hold for 1, 2, and 3, and then come up for 1, 2, and 3. And as I come up, you notice that I'm getting more upright. I'll show you that again. So the fault would be squatting here and letting my hips rise first, and then my upper body. So I wanna make sure that my upper body, my chest is coming up, especially if I'm tight and my squat's back here anyway, okay? So after you hold for 3 seconds, coming up nice and slow and making that chest rise with you, all right? That's gonna definitely stretch everything, so it is difficult, but we're working on the mobility of the back and the hips. In your squat, your knee does go forward and your butt goes back, so try to go as far forward as you can, especially if you have a healthy knee. Avoid just naturally sitting back here, keeping your heels down. That's as far forward as my knees go. That helps me stay more upright. We're gonna do thrusters today, and you wanna be as upright as possible so that the weight is not pulling you forward. Okay, so 3-3-3, you're gonna end up doing just 2 rounds of that. So you're gonna do 10 of those squats. 3 seconds down, 3 second hold, 3 second back up, do 10 of them, and then do 2 rounds of that durability. The actual workout, the rep scheme goes 60, 40, 30, 20, 10, okay? You're gonna do 60 lunges. These are back leg suspended lunges. So we're gonna end up doing 30 and 30, so it's 60 total. The back leg suspended lunge, my leg's gonna be up on something, so the back of a couch. If you have stairs, you can put your foot on like the 2nd step. If you don't have anything, I will show you a scale for that, but I'm gonna put my leg on something and go into my bottom position. So here is perfect because I don't have to worry about how far my foot goes out. Some people put their foot here and then they like jump out. I don't want you doing that. So you're gonna go down, line up your foot so that your foot is underneath your knee. If you're gonna hold a weight, you're gonna hold it in the goblet position in front of you. And I'm just gonna press up from there and back down. I'm going all the way down until my knee touches, if possible. So go as low as you can. If you have something really high behind you, maybe you don't go down, but you should go down to the floor. You can alternate, so you can do 10, 10, 10, 10. You can switch left and right every 10 to get to that 60 number. These are really difficult. You should be putting the majority of weight in your front leg. So I'm thinking about pressing down with my front leg and activating my glutes. Then I would go to my alternating toe touches. We're gonna do these seated. So I'm gonna go with that straight leg lift without laying down. So sometimes we do this, like an alternating sit up. We're just gonna start seated. So just so you can see from the side, my opposite hand touches my opposite knee. If you can't do that, just bend your knee. And I do want you to make contact. So I want to pull that knee into my chest and touch my foot, okay? So you have 30 of those. 40 of those. So it's 40 total. So left and right is 2. Every time you touch something or do a rep, I like to count that as a rep. Just make it easier. Then you're gonna do dips. These are really challenging. So you're gonna use 2 chairs, maybe 2 stools. If you can do them with your feet up, awesome, but that's actually really hard. So what I'm gonna do is, with my feet down, but I'm putting most of the weight in my arm, I'm gonna lean forward as if I'm in a push-up. It should almost look like I'm in a push-up. Not quite that dramatic, but what I don't wanna do is this and go straight down. All right, so I do wanna let my butt go back a little bit, drop down, and only have to go so this is parallel with the floor or horizontal. That's as far as you need to go. It's okay if you go a little bit deeper, but I don't have to go crazy far down to pull on the shoulder. So I'm gonna try to go on my tippy toes so that I use less of my legs. When I press up to the top, your body should stay the same. So if you look at my torso, it's not like I'm changing directions as I do that. I'm almost staying in like that push-up position. And like I said, it should feel like a push-up. It's gonna work your chest a little bit more. It is different. If you can do a few reps without your feet, then great, and you can drop set to doing it on the chairs. If for some reason you don't have chairs, you can do just regular push-ups. If you have regular chairs, they're gonna be lower than this. You're probably gonna have your knees on the floor. So the knees would be on the floor, and then you do them this way. The other thing I forgot to mention is you can have your feet straight out here. You can have them straight back here. They can be bent here. You can have them staggered, however you want to hold them. If that doesn't work, just regular push-ups, even push-ups on your knees would be fine. So push-up, going all the way down to the ground and all the way back up. That'll be just fine. Okay, then I'm gonna do thrusters. We have 20 of these, medium to lightweight, so not your normal thruster weight that you normally would do for 20 reps. I want you to drop it down so that you can do almost all 20 together, just kind of raising the heart rate, not too crazy. So 2 dumbbells, I'm gonna go for a squat, and then overhead press. It's a normal squat, and right at the end right here, I push the weights overhead and bring them back down. At the top of the squat, I would say the fault that I normally see is people kind of like punch the air. It kind of goes up and comes back down. So you want to press it up with control and definitely not punching the ceiling. Keep the chest really tall and looking up and getting taller with your chest, especially if it's difficult for you. So just something to keep your body moving. If you have 1 dumbbell or 1 pack, you're just gonna hold it here and then push it up overhead at the top. Okay. And then 10 driveway sprints. So I'm saying driveway, but maybe you have like, you know, a chunk of sidewalk. You're just gonna go down and back. It's probably the length of a driveway. So if you think about what a driveway is in your head, maybe someone's mailbox is somebody else's mailbox, but down and back is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. So that's gonna raise the heart rate. And then you're just gonna do that again. So it's just 2 rounds. Again, that's your workout for September 20th. Peace.